Hi there, Trevor Duncan with Sell Seattle and sellseattle.com. We appreciate you joining us here on YouTube. Today we're going to be walking through the steps on how to master reset a Sprint HTC Evo. This is a 4G phone, however it is not the 3D version. This is actually a pretty cool phone, one of the very few, if the only one, that has a built-in kickstand which allows you to prop the phone up in portrait and landscape mode so that you can play with it, use it as a alarm clock in the morning, but pretty handy. This one also has an additional protective case on the outside. Anyhow, let's go ahead and get started. We need to be at the main screen, so you can just back out of anything you've gotten yourself into. And we're going to use this arrow on the bottom of the screen to pull up the menus. And then you may need to scroll down. All the apps are listed alphabetically, and you're going to select Settings. Once you've touched Settings, you're going to select here where it says SD and phone storage, and you might have to scroll down to get to that. So SD and phone storage. And then at the bottom of this page is a link that says Factory Data Reset. We're going to touch that. And like most phones, this is going to give you a little warning reminding you that by doing the reset you could lose a lot of different things. You could lose information backed up to your Gmail account, emails, photos, text messages. So this truly does restore the phone back to out-of-box settings. So please, before we do this, make sure that you've saved all your information, and then we can proceed. So again, from Factory Data Reset, we'll now touch where it says Reset Phone. And we have a final prompt here reminding us that this will erase everything. And we're going to touch that button, Erase Everything. Then the phone prompts us that it is powering off and shutting down. That is good, and that is normal. That is part of the master reset procedure. And this will take a moment or two, so while we're waiting on that, let's go ahead and talk about Sell Seattle and a little bit about what we do. Basically, we buy used cell phones. We also help companies and organizations recycle cell phones, with our first goal being reuse. We strive to keep cell phones out of landfills because they have lots of harmful chemicals in them. Things like mercury, lead, arsenic. These are definitely things that we do not want in the trash, which leads to landfills and eventually our groundwater. So if you just happened upon us on YouTube, if you were just surfing the web, please visit our site, Sell Seattle. It's open to anybody in the United States. We can provide you with shipping materials if you need them, but we can help you get a few dollars for your phone, for yourself or your favorite organization. And it looks like the phone is just about coming back up now. We're at the HTC Evo screen. And I just want to show you, okay, Sprint 4G. And if you haven't already, if you can just go down and click to like this video, to subscribe to us, to share it on your Facebook, we would really appreciate helping spread the word of Sell Seattle. And one more thing I was going to show you about this phone while we're still waiting is really cool is the bright red color that they've accented this phone with. I'm going to just slip the cover off. But you can barely see right here that it's red. If you were to actually remove the back cover, everything inside of there is bright red. It looks kind of orange here on the screen, but I thought that was pretty cool. And looks like we're just about set here. Feel free to comment at the bottom of the video here. Tell us what you like about the phone, what you don't like, if you found any tips that might help other users. We're all about sharing of information here. And now we're back to HTC, so we're about 4.5 minutes in here. Again, a master reset on most Android phones will take anywhere from 2 to 3 minutes to fully cycle. Also, a tip here about Android phones, you do need a Google account to sign in and use the phone. So if you don't already have one, it can walk you through that during the initial setup. So here we are, the phone has now been reset, and it's just like it would be if you were a brand new user who pulled it out of the box. We can touch the screen, we can skip through some of these things here. Got to agree to Google's terms and conditions. And here it gives you the choices to set up your Google account or any other email account. You can link your Facebook, Flickr, Twitter. So one of the great things about Android is the usability and the ability to connect to all your social networks in one place. And at this point, if you're still watching, we're just doing the final load, and here we are back at the main screen. So once again, thank you very much for tuning in and joining us here. Trevor Duncan with Cell Seattle. We just walked through how to do a master reset on a Sprint HTC Evo 4G. I appreciate your time, and I hope you have a great day.